Hey guys, this is Matt from Refuge. Just doing a little recap here for you guys that weren't able to make it tonight, or maybe some of you guys that were here tonight. I got my producer son Jeffrey behind the camera here. We're talking to Instagram, we're talking to Facebook here, and we're talking to YouTube over there. So we're doing all three in one. There's Jeffrey's fingers. Good job, buddy. Hey, we had a great night tonight. A lot of people in the house. Our high school group was a blast tonight. We got to pull somebody off of a table, and we also recorded some videos. Be on the watch out for Seamus. He's going to make his debut in a video that Refuge is producing here in a little bit. But here's the thing: tonight we talked about the story of David, which is man, it's just he's a major figure in Scripture. I wanted to make sure that if you had never heard the story of David and Goliath, or the fact that how he transitioned into king, I want to make sure you had that foundation, because we've been big on foundation this year. These little things that we need to know to really build our faith. But the whole the message tonight was not just about his story, but it's about our story. Okay, in fact, I had you guys write down. We got this sheet of paper goes on and on and on. We tried to tape it up to the cabinet, so it may fall at any moment. So I had you guys inventory. All right, I asked you this question: what if you could just pull out 5 things that if you took an inventory of your life? All right, so I used to work at JCPenney up on the square back when I was in high school, and I think it was January or February, we always had to do an inventory. I'm sorry, I can't do this. Okay, so the doughboy is coming in right there. All right, thanks, Jeffrey. So there's no ADD at all in this Facebook Live. So anyway, when I worked for JCPenney, we always had to take an inventory. So we'd count all the underwear, all the blue jeans, all the t-shirts, everything. And so the corporate offices would know how much stuff we had, I guess. Actually, I'm not sure why we took inventory. But I asked you guys to take inventory of your life. All right, what are some things that if you had to say, yep, this is my life, good or bad, that makes up who you are and what you do and what your circumstances are? Let's write it down. So a lot of these things are just stuff that came from you guys tonight. I see the words happiness, I see God, I see time. Someone wrote down fatigue. Someone wrote down money. That's obviously not me. Someone wrote down grades. Now I'm not sure if grades is a good thing or a bad thing. Here we go. We got more coming here. My best friends. Technology. Someone wrote down chores. Family, mom and dad. Family, friends, grades. Money. My BS. I'm not sure what a BSF is. my best friend. So we wrote down. We took an inventory of our lives, right? So we talked about the story of David. There was a point in his life when he was anointed to be king, but there was a period of time in there before he actually became king. And dude, he was still a young man, maybe even a teenager. At that point, when we entered into the whole Goliath story and how he went into battle. But the point is that even though he knew that God had some really big stuff planned in his future, although he didn't know exactly how that was going to play out, he was still faithful to God kind of in the in-between time. You see what I'm saying? He was still faithful. Sorry, Jeffrey's giving me a count. Why are you counting down?
I have 10% left.
Okay, Jeffrey's down to 10%. I'm not sure how that's battery life or
on my phone.
Or real life. So on his phone. Okay.
Battery.
So there was a period of time when David was kind of like, he knew he was anointed to be king, but he hadn't quite arrived yet. But he was still faithful with what he had been given. And even in the story of when he faced off with the giant, man, he said, I'm not wearing your armor. I'm not doing your tactics. I'm just bringing what I have to this battle. I'm just bringing what I know. A few stones that you could do some serious damage with a slingshot, obviously. So it kind of reminds me, my son and I got BB guns, and I was shooting squirrels today. But that's a whole nother story for another day. Anyway, so how do you take inventory, basically? It's a very ADD night. I'm sorry. So then we went into the story on the parable of the talents, to kind of bring this all the way around. And that is one of the interesting parts of the parable of the talents is the guy that got the least. And maybe you can kind of put yourself in those shoes. Maybe you feel like, man, I really haven't gotten much out of this life yet. My family's not rich. I don't have a lot of friends. I kind of got the short end of the stick on stuff. I don't make good grades. I have a lot of drama in my life. So you may feel like you've gotten little in this life to work with. I mean, the whole point of the parable of the talents was that Jesus was saying, whatever amount you're given, do something with it. I mean, dude, the owner came back, the businessman came back, and he realized that the guy who got the least did nothing with it. He was ticked off. He's like, don't you know that I expect to make money off my money. You could have at least taken it down to United Credit Union and gotten 0.95% APR on my money. You just buried it in the ground. And when I was a high school student, when I heard that story, I was like, that's kind of rough, man. I mean, at least he kept your money. But the point is that I don't want to just exist. Now, none of us just want to exist. We want to actually invest in our lives. We want to take this life that God has given us and do something with it, not just live. Living is not, it's just day-to-day stuff. I want to do something meaningful, something extraordinary, something passionate, something faithful for God. And I think that was the whole point tonight is we take this inventory of stuff that we have, all right? Yeah, I get it. Some of us have a sucky life. Some of us have been dealt some pretty rough hands. And some of us have a lot, all right? But we're all in this together, number one. And secondly, we take what we have and we use it for God's kingdom. We use it to give back. That's actually the definition of worship. Taking what he has given to us, whether it's a little or a lot, and living in such a way that we're giving it back to him. Okay? I don't know if any of this made sense at all tonight, but that's mainly what I wanted to get you, was that what we've been given, this inventory of our life, we need to turn it around and do something with it. Do something simple. Do something faithful. Do something passionate. Do something that makes a difference. All right? So I love you guys. We will catch you later. Hopefully this didn't cut out too much. And God bless you. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is Matt from Refuge. Just doing a little recap here for you guys that weren't able to make it tonight, or maybe some of you guys that were here tonight. I got my producer, Jeffrey, behind the camera here. We're talking to Instagram, we're talking to Facebook here, we're talking to YouTube over there. So we're doing all three in one. There's Jeffrey's fingers. Good job, buddy. Hey, we had a great night tonight. A lot of people in the house. Our high school group was a blast tonight. We got to pull somebody off of the table. And we also recorded some videos. All right, hopefully that recorded. I mean, it did record. I'm just not sure how good it was.